Alright guys, so the first idea is going to sound like that. Okay. Hey guys, welcome back. Marco here from blitzguitar.com. Today I want to talk to you about the blues, and I want to show you, my approach when it comes to playing some simple blues on acoustic guitar. Okay. One thing that I like about this music style is the fact that it is extremely simple, and I really like the concept of the riff. Okay, so basically, you come up with a very simple idea, musical idea, a simple phrase, and then you repeat that over and over throughout the entire structure. And that's really awesome because rather than just try to play as many notes as possible, we're just going to be focusing on 1 to maximum 3 notes, and we're going to try to make the most out of these 3 notes. Now, one thing really important, guys, I'm going to assume that you know a little bit about blues, so we're not going to start from the beginning. I'm not going to show you the blues structure and all that. I'm going to show you the chords that I really like to use, and then we're gonna go right in, learning the phrases and the examples that I'm gonna show you. So hopefully you're gonna be okay. That will be the tab on the screen, but you can get the tab on my Patreon page. And also, guys, make sure that you subscribe to the channel if you wanna keep up with all the upcoming lessons. Okay. Now let's have a close up, and let me show you how you can play an awesome blues with very few notes and still have fun with it. Okay, so let's have a close up and let's get started. Alright guys, now first of all, let's get the chords. Okay, the blues is awesome because we only have basically 3 chords. Okay, they're all dominant 7, and we're playing a blues in A major, so we're going to start with an A7 chord, and I like to use these chords that I call 1, 7, 3. So we're going to be playing the root note. So when we play the A7 chord, we're going to play the 6th string fret number 5, which is the root note, the 4th string fret number 5, which is the minor 7, and the 3rd string fret number 6, which is the major 3rd. I'm plucking with thumb, index on the 4th, and middle finger on the 3rd. So this is A7, A dominant 7. And then we're gonna have the, and then we're also going to have, as a fly, and then we're also gonna have D7, okay, which is going to have a different shape, and I'm playing the 5th string fret number 5, which is the root note, the 4th string fret number 4, which is the major 3rd, and the 3rd string fret number 5, which is the minor 7. So this is D dominant 7, okay? And I'm plucking with thumb, index, and middle. And then we're also gonna have E7, which is exactly the same shape as the D, 2 frets up. So with the 2nd finger on the fret number 7. It's exactly the same chord, okay? So A7, D, and E. Now the structure is very simple. You have A7, D, and back to the A7 twice. Line number 2, D7 twice, 2, 3, and back to the A. Very simple. And then we go to the E7 and D and A. 1, 2, and back to the E. Okay, so this is the structure. We're not gonna play anything like that. You can practice that if you want, just to memorize the 12-bar blues. But let's start with the first idea, and let me show you how you can really start with 1 note and create beautiful sounding riffs. Okay, let's get started. Alright guys, so the first idea is going to sound like that. Okay, so as you can see, very, very simple. I'm basically just playing with 1 note, okay? So what I'll do, I'll play the A7, and then I have this note here, which is the 1st string fret number 5, okay, which I'm gonna play twice, okay? So what I'll do, I'll play the A, 3, 4, D, same note, okay? And then A again. Now notice that the last 2 bars always have a different phrase, which is a little bit longer. So I will have 1st string fret number 5, twice, and then I have the second string fret number 8, okay, fret number 5, first string fret number 5, second string fret number 8, 5, and first string fret 5, okay, so I have, that's a pentatonic scale. It's a very simple phrase. And the reason why I'm always placing the longer phrase at the end of each line is just for me to give it a structure. So I have one note on the first chord, on the second, and then a different phrase to kind of complete the idea, okay? Now what happened, the second line, I'm gonna have a D7, same phrase, D and A, and the same phrase. So what I'm doing here, on the second line, I have the D7, and then I play the first string fret 5, which is exactly the same idea. Again, D, and back to the A with the longer phrase. Okay, so far I have two lines. I have A, D, A. Okay, very simple. Now, third line, E, D, A. So as you can see, guys, still using the same phrase. So this time though I have different chords. I start with the E7, okay, which is the one starting on the 5th string fret 7, okay, and I play the chord and then the phrase, fret 5, exactly the same note, D, two notes on the first string fret 5, back to the A, and okay, we finish the first idea. So what happened is that when I play the full thing, you realize that I'm basically playing the whole structure with just basically 3 notes, okay? So I'm gonna do it slowly. Okay, and then I can finish with this beautiful chord, which is A7, A dominant 7 at 13. Okay, so it's the 4th string fret 5, 3rd string fret 6, 2nd string fret 7, 1st string fret 7, with the 5th open string. That's the root note. Now let's try a different example. Okay, let's try a different phrase. So we're gonna move on to the second phrase. Let's check it out. Alright, the second phrase is a little bit more challenging because we're going to move on to different positions. It's going to sound like that. Okay, now how does it work? Exactly the same structure. I'm going to start with the A, okay, and this time the phrase will have 2 notes, okay, still the pentatonic scale, A minor pentatonic, and I'm playing the 1st string fret 8 and the 2nd string fret number 10, okay, so this is my riff, and I play A7, D, okay, with the riff again. And then when I play A again, guys, we're gonna have a longer phrase. Okay, so what I'll do on the 3rd A, I will have, so 1st string fret 8, 2nd string fret 10, and then I will have so 2nd string fret number 8, 5, okay, 3rd string fret number 7, 5, and the 4th string fret number 7 twice. Okay, I'm gonna do it slowly. Okay, it's a really nice bluesy phrase, and it's all based on the pentatonic. So, okay. Now, second line, we have different chords. We have D7 with the same phrase. So the D7 will be played twice, but we have exactly the same phrase. So D, D, and A. Okay. So as you can see, I'm playing exactly the same. Okay, the same phrase on the A. So far I have A, D, A, D, and A. Okay. Now, last line we have E7 with the same riff, D, same riff, okay, and then back to the A. Okay. So remember that when you have E, it will ask just one count. Back to D and A. Alright, that sounds good. Very simple, okay? Very simple, guys, and you don't have to do difficult stuff. Now I'm going to show you a different type of idea which is a little bit more challenging. So let's check it out. Now guys, what I'm going to do, I'm going to play along with phrase. So it's going to sound like that. Okay, so what I'm doing here, rather than just play the same idea, I will play the first chord, A7, okay, which starts exactly with the same riff. So first string fret 8, second string fret 10, okay. But then when I play the second chord, I have a kind of a different phrase. So I will have the second string fret number 8, okay, and fret number 10. Okay, so rather than just play a 2-note riff, I'm playing a 4-note riff, which will be obviously spread between the two chords. So A7, D, and A. So the last phrase always different. It's a little bit longer, and it kind of gives me a sort of conclusive riff. Okay, so this phrase sounds really cool, and it's all in the pentatonic. And it sounds like that, and it's this one. You have the first string fret number 8, second string fret 10, okay? And then what we will do, we will have the second string fret number 8, 5, 8, first string fret number 5, and 8, and 5. Okay, so... Now, the first line, if I put the whole thing together slowly, it sounds like that. Now, the second line starts with the D, but I'm going to play exactly the same riff. So I have D, D, okay? So the D will take, obviously, both because it's on 2 bars, so... And then I have A7 with a longer phrase. Okay, and the last line, E, D, and I finish with the A. So as you can see here, I'm playing a very simple idea. The riff is a little bit longer because I have it based on two different ideas, but it's still the same throughout the structure. Okay, now let's try the last example, which is a little bit more challenging. We're gonna kind of mix things up, so let's check it out. Alright guys, now what we're gonna do, we're gonna basically combine all the riffs together. We're gonna learn a new one, and then for each line we are going to play a different chorus, a different riff, sorry. So for the A, so the first line we're gonna play that. last one. Okay, so we're playing the whole structure with 3 different riffs. Now the first one, very pentatonic, minor blues kind of thing. So I play the chord, and then I will have the 4th string fret number 7, 3rd string fret number 5, 7, and then the 2nd string fret number 5. Okay, so that's the riff. Okay, and the D with the same riff. Okay, and then on the A, the phrase is longer. So what I'm playing here is 4th string fret number 7, 3rd string fret number 5, 7, 2nd string fret 5, 3rd string fret number 7, 5, and then on the 4th string fret number 7, 5, 7. Slowly. So the first line, now second line, we're gonna play the first riff we learned. And third line. Okay. Now, obviously, that was slowly, and it sounds a little bit different if you played on the click. So you have to remember that sometimes, most of the time, you want to anticipate the chord rather than play on the beat. You would play on the off beat. So, okay, so right before the beat. Okay, but really just learn these 3 different riffs slowly and put it together, and then really, guys, just follow the structure and just try to come up with easy ideas. As you can see, you don't necessarily have to have a ton of notes. Even just one note is enough, as long as you are musical, as long as you use the rhythm correctly. So take it step by step, and hopefully you're going to use this lesson to get inspired and come up with your own things. So guys, I'm going to see you on the next lesson. See you next time.